They see the violence in our cities and so forth, and they get these grants or they got something else, and suddenly they want to transform young black men. And that's a worthy idea. And this must happen if we are to transform our community. But again, you have to ask, transform them into what, for what reason, to what end? You see, it's not enough just to give these young men African values, if that's what you're about, or to just provide them with another orientation in the world, if this is done in a vacuum. If this is not connected ultimately to the whole movement of African liberation and revolution. Values are not things you just hold and act on. Values at some level must be reinforced. They must be rewarded. If you train our young people into African values and into certain manhood values and leave them there, where they're still jobless and they're still unemployed and they're still oppressed, you're going to find yourself with a situation where sooner or later they will reject those values, you see. And consequently then, you need to see how that training is integrated with economic development, political development, with the intentionality of overthrowing white domination and white supremacy, and also with the intentionality of blocking Asian domination and the domination of any other group. You must understand very clearly what a warrior is and what training men really is about. And you must understand that we are at war. Yes. So you're not just training them not to sell drugs and not to do this and not to do this. They must now be trained to undertake a major, major combat with two major enemies now. Not just the Europeans, but with the Asians as well. And possibly the Latin Americans. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have any friends out here. And we are being rapidly surrounded by enemies in this country itself. And we are being isolated as a group within this country as well as in the world. And the training of young men and women and all of us have to take that into consideration, you see. And we have to understand then theoretically what is going on, and then we have to put some real practical meat and bones on the theoretical framework.